Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Krystal and this is Bond Book Reviews, and today we're going to be diving into another episode of RTHF. If you're unfamiliar, I will have the playlist linked down below of every other episode, but we are now on to episode 7, and tonight we are going to be tackling the historical fictions that I am super excited for that are coming out in the month of July. I'm going to have 4 books for you to check out that I think are going to be amazing. I mean, these obviously are very, very biased lists when I create these lists. These are books that I am looking out for, but if you think that you have similar taste in books with me, then this list will be helpful for you too. As always, if there is any that you think I have missed that I should be adding to this list, or you think that I should be checking out to talk about in future videos, make sure you let me know in the comments down below. But without further ado, let's jump on into the list. Now, first on our list is a story by the name of Radar Girls, and this is by an author by the name of Sarah Ackerman. This is my first book of hers. I haven't really looked into this author before, but upon finding this book, I think I'm going to like no matter what she writes. She definitely writes a lot of my kind of reads in terms of the time frame that I really like to read about. If you watch this video, you will see there is a very big trend on the kind of book that I like to read when reading a historical fiction novel. This one is inspired by true events surrounding the wards. That is the Women Air Raid Defense. These were women that were involved in World War II, I believe, and they were brought in following Pearl Harbor. They were brought in to help guide the pilots into blacked out airstrips and also track unidentified planes in the Pacific skies. This one is coming out on the 27th of July, and it follows the story of one main character named Daisy Wilder, who enlists for this top secret program. I absolutely love books in this time frame. I love books that are based on true stories, and I really do think this one is going to be right up my alley. Coming out on July 6th is a book by the author Kristen and that is The Forest of Vanishing Stars. And this one I am so excited for. They're saying that this is great for fans of Where the Crawdad Sings, which I absolutely loved. It was probably one of my top reads last year, and it is a coming of age story that is based in World War II of a woman who uses her knowledge in the wilderness to help refugees of the Jewish community. She uses her knowledge to help these refugees escape, and I just think it is going to be everything I need in a book. Top read. I'm putting it on my 5-star prediction list for sure. And of course, it's also inspired by true events, so, you know, tick, 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 tick. Tracy Ennis Woods is another new to me historical fiction author, but she is releasing a book by the name of The War Nurse. Again, this one is based on true stories. It's coming out on the 6th of July, and this time we head to World War II France. And we're following the story of a character by the name of Julia. She is a superintendent nurse, and she has been given the challenge to hire a whole bunch of new nurses to take with her to help relieve a very battle-worn Britain long before the American troops are going to be dispatched to help. And while she's at this hospital, which has very little resources, a respiratory disease hits the hospital and she is having to make career and life-changing decisions. I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit too close to home for everything that's going on in our modern day world, but I also think it'd be really interesting to read the story of how someone in World War II got through something similar to this with no resources whatsoever. And our last one is actually written by 2 authors. We have Hazel Gaynor and Heather Webb, and they're writing a book called 3 Words for Goodbye. This one sounds really interesting. So it follows 2 sisters who are currently estranged. They really don't like each other, and they are tasked by their dying grandmother to deliver 3 letters to people she wants to say goodbye to, but she can't travel to say goodbye to. So they have to travel around Europe together delivering these 3 letters. And obviously they're constantly at each other's throats, they're fighting, until they find out a secret about their family which brings them together. Until they deliver the 3rd letter, and then everything is torn apart again. And I just feel like this is going to be an amazing roller coaster. I want to know what's in these letters. I want to know the family secrets. I want to experience their travel around Europe. It's my favorite place to read about. I just think it's going to be fantastic. So I'm super, super excited about that one. And it comes out on the 27th of July, and they're saying that it is great for people who are a fan of Kate Quinn, which I have loved and adored as a historical fiction writer. So I do think that that one is going to be another one I'm going to adore. So there we have it. 4 books I'm super excited for that are coming out in the month of July. Let me know if any are on your list, and make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up, like and subscribe if you aren't already, because I'd love to have you around to get you through your hump days and start your weekends right. Thanks so much, guys, and happy reading.